What up, fish people? Kenny E with Daniken Aquatics. Well, as promised, guys, I'm going to do the upper levels for you. So we're going to start here in the bedroom tanks. This is a 20-gallon high. And in here we house, as you can see, a beautiful beta. This came from Jess at Manes, Tails, Furs, and Fins. He is a gorgeous boy. Then in here we also have 5 of these pencil fish. And then we've got this big school of ember tetras. And then also, in amongst them are also the school of green tetras. And then we also have a school of pygmy coreodoras. And where are they heading? Hanging out today is the question of the day. This guy is a ham for the camera. He always comes up and says hello. I am not seeing my cories this morning. Let's see if we got them hanging out over here today. Yeah, there's an itty bitty one right there. So yeah, they hang out. But anyway, guys, that is the 20-gallon long. And if we do a 180 over here is the 75-gallon. This is my wife's. This was the first tank when we decided to get back into it. And as you guys can see, beautifully scaped. Danny just recently did a trimming on this. It's got the beautiful Nubius on the wood there. So starting over here, we do have a nice little school of the albino coreodora in here. And we also have Eclectus cories and I forget, it's True Line cories or something like that. And we also have a school of cardinal tetras in here. And we also have a couple of neons in here with them. That one there, we have I think 5 or 6 of these rondo barbs. And those, I think we have 5 or 6 of those. Those are the Martigé tetras. And then this one you're seeing coming up here is a lemon tetra. We have about 5 or 6 of those in here. And then we have these cherry tetras. Up, and there they are. They're the ones with the red fins there. And we also have a nice school of little rummy nose tetras in here as well. There's one of them there. And then, of course, while I've got her sitting here, we have the female beta. And then we do have that one lonely blue-eyed dwarf rainbow there. We are planning on getting a few more of those. She's lonely. She lost her pals. So we do plan to get that. And this big log here, guys, I don't know if we'll get lucky and see any of the inhabitants right now. Well, there is one of the plecos right there. That's the albino bristlenose. We also have a snowball pleco that makes an appearance occasionally, and actually there he is. Got lucky. See if I can get us a close-up. That is our snowball. We see him about once every 3-4 months, actually. But there he is in all of his glory. And then inside that log also lives 3 queen loaches, which they did the purpose that we got them for. As you can see, there is very little snail action in this tank anymore. When we put them in here, this thing was completely inundated by snails. And they actually did us good. So, anyway, guys, that is the 75-gallon. So if you take a left turn, and this is Danny's, let me get the light turned back on, it automatically clicks off. Give you a quick view of this in here. And this is the green room, makeshift Danny's new office, because she now has to work from home. So I'll start you guys here. This is our 20 tall. In here right now we are housing, these are the red tiger barbs, or ruby barbs, some people call them. Then we have these beautiful Nanochromis splendens. These guys are a gorgeous, gorgeous fish. And we also got these beautiful tetras. What were these called, Danielle? Do you remember?
Ruby tetras.
These are ruby tetras.
Are you talking about the barbs?
No, the tetras.
Oh, the blueberry tetras.
Blueberry tetras, excuse me. Cool fish. And then I've got one Golden Wonder Killie left here. This will probably be the last one I own. I've not had very good luck with these guys. It's unfortunate. Beautiful fish. And then over here, I'm going to grab a chair. So this is one of the 55s. Danny really did a good job on the scape on this one. And here we have a special fish. These are zebra acara. Cute little guys. We have a total of 6 of them. Either 6 or 8, I can't remember. But as you can see, they got a nice little... There's a couple more of them. Real curious little fish. Sooner or later we will have to downsize this colony because they get rather vicious with one another once they hit maturity. So we will have to probably get them out of here. Keep maybe 2 or 3, maybe 4 at most. Then we also in here have some albino longfin bristlenose that we've raised. And they're actually been showing signs that they may want to breed, so we're going to see what happens there. We've been noticing them trapping one another in these caves that we have. Never figures, man, whenever you're trying to film, that never can be seen. I see why he's hiding behind the wood over here. But yes, this is a gorgeous tank. Then down here, you guys have heard my story of the 2 Oscars that were mowing each other. There's the poor female that got her mouth completely chewed up. I put her in this 55 to heal up. We also have a red moda in here. That one, if you notice, his jaw's a little jacked up. It got into a fight when it was younger, and I think he had his jaw broken. But it doesn't seem to affect him. He eats and does everything still. And he is absolutely gorgeous fish. We do have a female version downstairs that we hope to get these 2 maybe breeding one day. I also have 2 green tears in here. Hi, baby. Yeah, your mouth's looking better today, isn't it? It's getting there. She knows who I am. She lets me scratch her head, and she knows I'm a good guy. Yeah, that's horrible what that fish did to her. But I've got her over here healing finally. Nobody in here will mess with her. And I also have that one right there. That's one of the female of the Salvini Rio Candelaria. And again, this is just another 55. We have dual 55s on a stand here. And moving along, this is a cool tank as well. This is a 72-gallon bow, 36-gallon bow front. And in here it holds our Cyptochromis. We have a nice little colony of them in here. Haven't had much luck with the breeding on these guys yet. I don't know if they're not sexually mature yet or what. Then we have another pair of the Nanochromis splendens in here. We have a total of 8 pairs of these guys now. We're pretty stoked about it. Danny and I both really like this little fish. Super, super cool. There's the other one right there. If you do ever keep them, I'd recommend a pair per tank because they are very, very nasty to each other. But as you can see, just a spectacular fish. So like I said, that is the 36-gallon bow front. Now this is a 20-gallon long. And these are my wife's jades. Her little jade shrimp. She's had this colony up for probably 90 days now, and it looks like they're starting to reproduce pretty well. She's at the point where she's going to start culling a little bit. And we're going to make a Skittles tank because Lucas R. Brett says they're cool and we're going to try it. Danny's got quite a bit of shrimp lines now. These are cute little shrimp though. They are called jades. Yeah, that's probably one she'll cull because it don't have much green to it at all. Next to that, this tank we just have a few endlers in here. And then there is another pair of Nanochromis splendens in here. And they are right back there. Like I said, cool, cool, cool fish. And Danny did this scape as well. She did a good job. Danny is totally infatuated with scaping right now. She wants to start to get into it more seriously. I'm already on the hook with having to find some aquascaping tanks, rimless, she wants now. So these guys, I don't know if you recall a couple weeks back, I was complaining about a worm species we had found in one of our shrimp tanks. Danny evacuated all the shrimp out. These are our blue sapphires. And this is what's left of them because the little parasitic worms were actually doing a number on these poor guys. So Danny took the right measures to try to get rid of the worms, but she did unfortunately have a few deaths of the shrimp. So we transferred them all up into here, and this is a well-established tank that's been around for a bit. She is going to do some more planting in here for them. So that's just a little 20 high. The next to this is another 20 high. And these are her red dragon guppies. That is the female. And there's one of the little males. Good looking little fish. And she does have quite a few little babies in here already. She makes sure to have plenty of the guppy grass and different stuff in here to keep the babies safe. And as you can see, a good looking fish. Got the platinum heads to them looking, and beautiful red tails. And the males are always looking for some, man. Look at that. So anyway, that is a 20 tall, like I said. And next to that is my wife's original colony of cherry shrimp. She did say she has to go and cull a bunch out of here again because they've been being busy again. As you can see, looking in this grass, you can't go a half an inch without seeing a shrimp again. But she has good color on these guys, lots of red. Great looking cherry shrimps. These will most likely be available for sale soon. If you are interested in cherry shrimps, just drop a comment. I'll get a hold of you and we'll figure something out for you. We have another auxiliary tank downstairs full too of cherry shrimp, so we are going to have to start thinking about moving some of these out. So if you are in the mood for some cherries, we got you. Then the highlight of this room are these two. These will be being transferred. This is our 75-gallon, and it holds our... These two have paired off and have bred on this several times. However, we don't think the water's soft enough to get the eggs. Plus, there are 6 Sturby Correadora in these rocks, as well as a yo-yo loach, both of which would love the taste of discus eggs. So we will be transferring these guys to a 36 bow front to hopefully get them breeding down the road here. And then this tank, we have purposely been growing this hair algae, and this is going to be a tetra breeding project for us. We have a bunch of different stuff ready to breed, to include my longfin rosy barbs that I got. And then Danny's got a few different tetras she'd like to throw in here. So we do have some options there, what we'll do with this after. So guys, that is the green room. Give you a panoramic view once again. So as you exit the green room and hang a left, you will come to our bathroom. And here we have one 20-gallon long. And right now this houses our Turkani Jewel babies. We have kept all of these on purpose because unfortunately both parents were doing everything great, and then all of a sudden they got mad at each other and the male killed the female. So we want to see if we can end up with some females again. Although the one male that's in this tank, the little baby, we'll keep too because he's got good color. These are a cool little thing. So anyway, we are going to be transferring these guys again because we've, again, got a nice little bunch of hair algae in here. And we'd like to get one of our tetra species in here breeding. So these guys will probably be transferred to a 20 downstairs here soon. So moving right along, take you to the kitchen next. We'll call this the dining room for now. This is my 72-gallon bow front. I'll give you a little. And this houses our Lake Daniken cichlids. And this one I did most of the scape on. And there is the one male jewel that I was referring to. He had to be put in here because he wasn't being very nice to his babies either. And then we also keep the Lelupis in here. I think we have a total of 3 or 4, maybe 5 of them in here. We also have what people refer to as the fairy cichlid. They are the Brichardes albinos. Have a total of 4 of those in here. And as you can see, they've all kind of staked out their own little territories. We also have the cachis in here. That's that one way in the back there. And God, usually everybody's up front. Got these little guys. Oh, there he went. And I've also got a clown pleco in here. I have a green phantom pleco in here, an albino bristle nose, and then what is called a candy cane pleco. I love these Burchardi. They're awesome fish. There's another one down there. And then if you look through here, that is a Lake Victorian cichlid. Real rare. And I've gotten a couple of them that look like they're going to do some breeding, and then nothing. See how he's flaring for that female right now? He's trying to show off. I think I just need to take them out of this tank, a pair of them, and let them go at it, because they are a super rare fish. I'm trying to see if I can find the green phantom or one of the other plecos for you guys. I do apologize. There's lots of hides in this tank for them to disappear when they want to. And I don't think we're going to have any luck today. I see one pleco there, but it's just a bristle nose. There's one of the plecos back there. I think that is the green phantom right there. Yep, that's him. I don't think I can get you a shot. So with that, I'll turn you around here. It's a little 10-gallon. And this is the kitchen counter, I'll call it. Danny has taken it over. This is one of the areas I want this counter back. So we do have some little bitty geophagus in here as well. I don't know where they are hiding today, but they're getting ready to go to a bigger tank because they've outgrown this now. I love the mountain minnows. Not a fancy fish, but a cool fish. And next to this is our little colony of least killifish, the world's smallest live bear. There's one. Itsy bitsy baby. Actually, that was an ant. Oh my. Can't tell I'm getting old. Let's see, I know I just saw one in here. We don't care about viewing them as much as the fish being happy. That's what we're about. Yeah, there's one way in the back there. There you go. Cool little fish. And next to this is our little axolotl. He is a happy camper. It was raining pretty good last night. When I was coming in, I noticed we had night crawlers everywhere. So he got some night crawlers last night. And he is enjoying that. He's got a nice fat belly. He's getting ready for an upgraded tank as well. And these are some Lima tridents we have. Oh, sorry. Lima tridents in here. Cool little live bear. And these ones I got from Dan's Fish. Cool little tetra. Blue Tetra. Gorgeous. I don't know if you guys can see the blues that flare off these guys. Cool, cool little guys. It's another one I would like to get in one of those tanks to breed. Or they can probably stay here as long as they want. Tank's perfect setup for them. Then in here, just a little bitty fish bowl that my wife had set up. We have a little blue beta that we got compliments of George at Aqua Balls. She's a cute little girl. So if you come out of the kitchen and head into here, this is the living room. I'll give you a quick glance. Got that. Then we have dual 55s here. And then you walk around. There's the dual 135s in the wall and the 75 there. So let me start you right here. In this tank, we have Chewy. My good friend Moonstone was nice enough to give me Chewy. Come on, Chewy. You want some to eat? See if I can get him out for you. He looks like he's going to be a turd today, but he is a gorgeous flower horn. What I like about him, he didn't get that big obnoxious hump on his back. Apparently Chewy wants to be in one of his moods today. Usually he's more friendly to this, so he must be in one of his moods. He gets like this occasionally. Spoiled, rotten little fish. He's happy as well because he did get some nightcrawler last night. And down here is the terror that I keep telling you all about. This is the one right before I went on my trip that created havoc in the tank, killed that other Oscar. He's also the culprit that did that to the mouth of the other one in there. I thought they were willing to breed, which, as you can see, they were doing a job of cleaning that. But he turned out to be a jerk and tried to chew her face off, so now he can live out his days in isolation until he can learn how to behave with other fish. He's a pretty Oscar. Yeah, you know I'm talking about you, don't you? Now there are a few fish that unfortunately I transferred downstairs after I did the other video. But I did already done a video on the 120 I'm about to show you, so you can go back and look at that if you'd like. I had a real nice Vieja in there, and then a Honduran Red Points, and then Geophagus Savenis in the tank I'm about to show you. Now, over the weekend, I had some issues because these two guys decided they wanted to start breeding. That is the beautiful male there. These are Paratilapia bleakeri, and he's letting me know he doesn't appreciate me being by his gal. He's bit me twice this week too. But as you can see, gorgeous fish. This is one of the favorite fish I keep in my house at the moment. There's his gal back there. She's a funny story, and I'll show you who her original mate was. Unfortunately, she was getting the crap beat out of her, so she spent about 6 months in a 30-gallon healing up. And I put her in this tank, about a week ago, and these two decided to pair off, and they were absolutely destroying everybody in this tank, with the exception of the Parapleco that I have in here. They've left him alone. But I hope they mate. That would be awesome, which I'm pretty sure they're going to. And where is it? I'm sorry you're not going to be able to see it, but I've got a real nice Parapleco pleco, that is called. Just settle your jets, mister. You guys have never kept these guys are from Madagascar. Very, very cool fish. And you can see she's starting to get a belly on her. So hopefully, if all goes well, we'll have some babies soon. Now this one you guys have seen every Sunday on the live stream. This is half of my 130. I used to have these guys all Africans, but about 6 months ago I did transfer this over to South American. So I've got these two Oscars in here. This one's one that we've actually named. Her name's P, if you can tell by her tail. Even these two have been going at it of recent. I'm not sure what their problems are. But P's a gorgeous gal. And this poor guy, I've talked to Father Fish and quite a few people. Nobody can... If you're in the chat and know what that is in this poor fish's eye, appreciate any input you might have. He's had it and doesn't seem to affect him at all, but I can't get rid of it. Not sure what that is. And we do have this Vieja. She's an absolute gorgeous gal. Have a male version of this down in the 135 that I showed you guys in the previous video. We do have inspirations of one to breed these guys as well. Gorgeous, gorgeous fish. It's Vieja, Rio, South Carolina, I believe it is, or I might have butchered it, but gorgeous fish anyhow. And I've got this large Moda in here. Again, he knows me well now. I got this from a good friend of mine, Matt. I got that and that fish there from him. This one moved up here about 6 months ago. Wanted to give him more room to play. And he has grown immensely since I put him in this tank. I've got that gorgeous cichlid there. This one's a ham. He always likes to be in the camera. That one's got a serious set of chompers on him. He pretty much keeps to himself as long as nobody messes with him. He doesn't mess with them as long as they don't mess with him. And as you guys have probably seen, I do have a couple of green tears in here as well. Got that one and that one. And back here is my, that is a Synodontis decorus. She is gorgeous. And you can't see the justification of the fins, but she has these beautiful long trailer fins on her. And then, of course, I housed the two behemoth common plecos in here. That is the one that, if you guys have been following me, that decided to kill my Texas cichlids. So keep that in mind if you are keeping these species. They will get big enough to cause death. There's that guy again. I just love this cichlid. Gorgeous. And then next to this is part of the 135s. There's my pride and joy. This is the original mate for that one I showed you, but he decided to beat the tar out of her. He is getting to be a big boy now. He is approximately 8 inches and is getting some girth to him. And as you can see, he's got some rather nasty chompers on him. Love this fish. This is definitely one of my most favorite fish in the fish room. Love this fish. And I've got some of my reserve dragon bloods in here. That's a female red shoulder in the back there. These are zebra obliquians. They're from Lake Victoria. That's a sulfur head. And then we got the couple of venustus. This is a firefish, it's called. That's a beautiful fish there. And I have 3 of these Synodontis lace cats in here. They have gotten rather big. And this little guy is a VC10. And it's an albino version of the dragon blood I have in here. That guy up there is a 5-star General Jewel. He doesn't have his colors flaring right now. I don't know what's up his butt. He's upset about something. Usually has a bright red bottom to him. Great fish. And I also have 2 of the Compressiceps Malawi eye biters in here. That guy ended up in here because he didn't know how to behave in another tank. He's been rather aggressive, so he has been in this tank for almost a year now and has grown quite a bit. He's probably a good 7-inch fish. And then I have just 1 common pleco in here, and then I've also, you can see the tail of it back there, that's a chocolate pleco. But there's a great tank. I've teetered back and forth with the idea of maybe turning this into an additional South American, because I do have quite a few of those ready to expand. Got some beautiful Geophagus I could put in here, and then some nice looking Sabrums and a few others. I got some rainbow cichlids, a couple others, but I don't know, dude. I love this tank, and that's my big Borley eye. So yeah, that's that tank. And then coming over to here, this one housed my Cuyahoga Flameback breeding projects, as well as some good looking peacocks. I got this strawberry in the back. He's been my dominant male for a lot of my breeding projects. He's got such gorgeous vintage. He's been making some beautiful babies. I am kind of getting out of the African scene for a while. My wife and I have other projects we're going to start going to, but it does house this little colony of cockatoo cats that I have as well. These are cool little dudes. I've also got 4 of the red-tailed botillas in here. I'm not seeing one now. Maybe they'll come out before we're done here. That's my pride and joy in here as well. That is a Synodontis angelicus. Then I also have 2 ginormous giraffe cats in here, but they hang in that hole till feeding time. If you've never seen the giraffe cats, they're really, really cool. And there's the Cuyahoga Flameback. He is gorgeous. I was hoping we could get, you can see the tail of one of the red fin botillas, but you can't. They look a lot like a red-tailed shark, but let's see if I can get over on this side and give you a little closer up with that guy. That's the Synodontis angelicus. So anyway, guys, that is the living room. So guys, I'm going to leave you with this. As always, love your fish. This is Kenny E. with Daniken Aquatics. You guys have a great day, and we'll see you soon.